Hi there! Did you ever think it would be nice to control your creations without this remote that doesn't have proportional steering or proportional throttle and use something like this, an RC aperture, and that has proportional steering, proportional throttle, and sometimes additional channels? Well, you're in for a treat. Now, this is my take on the topic. It's a small converter, I would say. It uses an Arduino compatible board and an RC receiver together with an IR LED to simulate a remote and to get the signals from an aperture like this. And let me show its features. So we have the IR LED, a push button to choose between working options and to set up which IR channel and motor channel I want to control. We have two LEDs, one red and one blue in this slot, a PF cable from an old motor to give it power, and a receiver antenna, and a USB connection if I would like to reprogram it. I also glued on this 1x2 lift to have it easily connected to creations. Now let's use an example to see how it works. Okay, we have a basic power functions car. I'm going to add this receiver, maybe like this. It could be hidden more, but let's not focus on this. Okay, so I have the receiver on and I will have to program it now. Now I want you to see everything that I'm doing. If I want to go into program mode, I have to turn it on with the push button pressed. You can see that both of the LEDs are lit. And now I will need to show it the ranges of my aperture. So I'm just gonna move up and down the steering, on the throttle, and I have an auxiliary channel, so like this. And now it knows the ranges, and the way I leave the controls right now will be the center point. Okay, so let's press the button, and as you can see, it flashes once blue. It means that now it's setting up the blue channel of the first IR channel. So I have, maybe you can see it, I have third channel on this car. So let's just click it. It's a red first IR channel 2 times, so it's second channel. Now it's blue channel of the third IR channel. So I don't know what's blue. I think it's throttle. Let's look. Yes, it's throttle. So I can right now use throttle or steering or the auxiliary channel to control it. To set the correct one, I will have to look at the direction. So right now, I don't know if you see it. Yeah, it's going backwards, and it doesn't depend on the way I push the controls. Now I want the car to go backwards when I push the control backwards. So I bend it like this. So because there was input while I pressed the button, it saved it. Now it would be the steering. So let's see. No, it's not the right way. Maybe like this. Okay. Let's see. This is the wrong one. Yeah, it should be like this. I'm just gonna press the button and it's saved. Now there's the fourth channel, but we don't use this. And the red LED is lit, so it should be working. Let's check. Steering, see, and the throttle. And is it the correct way? Yes. So now I have proportional control on both the steering and the throttle. Okay, let's try it again on another creation. So I'm gonna push the button to set it up, and yeah, learn the ranges, steering, throttle, the additional channel. Okay, and if you don't know which channel your IR receiver uses, you see it's like built in, so I can change it. I'm just gonna try. Oh, you can't see it, but that's drive on the other side, because this creation uses 2 drive motors. So this is that's backwards. So I will have to. Is it? Yeah, that's backwards. I will hold the throttle on. Okay, now the second channel is steering. Now that's not that easy when it's upside down, but let's try. I think it's like this. Okay, I push the button. Oh, now it's the other function. I have a raising bed here. So I want this on this button here. And it should be like this. Okay, now let's prep the wheels up so it won't just go. Oh, not this side. Like this. And as you see again, I want this to go backwards. Okay, so all the motors are set up, so I will just click on the third and fourth channels, and it should be working now. And let's see, is the steering correct? Yes, see, it's proportional. And do the bed work. Let's see if I can focus on the button. Yeah, and down. And we have drive. So if you will look like this. Yeah. So with this, you could, for example, connect more channels of the RC controller to one channel of the IR remote. So let me build a tank fast so I can show it to you. Okay, so I have my tank-like creation here, and we have the ranges set. So now, let's see. This is the rear wheel. So if I go forward, I want to. So with throttle, I want to go forward, right? This side. And if I turn right, I want this to go forward. So I'm gonna hold both of them somehow. So like this, and I have, my hand is just too small. Okay, these two and a button. Okay. Now the second side is the same. So I want the throttle, and when I turn right, I want this to turn right. Okay, so I just reverse the throttle. Yeah, like this. Okay, let's just go through the next ones. And let's see if it works. Now both of them should go forward. Yeah, see? Let's maybe try it like this. Yeah, I'm just using throttle. And now let's see steering. It's there's too much weight on the other wheels. But if I just let it help you, yeah, you see it turns. And I could combine both of those, so I could go forward and turn. It likes to turn left more, much more. Yeah. So not the ideal example, but I can control more than one motor with one channel and one motor with more than one channel. Okay, but how does the proportional control work? Well, actually, the receivers that Lego produced, they can receive more signals than actually Lego remotes can send. So let's say they gave themselves the opportunity to make proportional remotes in the future, but they never did. And let's maybe take it apart and see what's inside. We have this one screw in this 3D printed enclosure, and yeah, we have the button here with the LED. We have the receiver board and the Arduino board. Let me just take it out. It's not gonna be easy to put back together, but oh well. We have, okay, let's go like this. Okay, yeah, it's a mess. We have this LEDs here soldered. Now let me focus. Okay, we have this LEDs. Yeah, this tape is gone. The LEDs. Yeah, we have the connections between this receiver and the Arduino. We have 3 cables to the LED. There's a small transistor that is used to drive the LED because it uses a lot of current. And we have voltage regulator here, so it takes 9 volts or less from the Lego battery and gives 5 volts for the Arduino and the receiver, and it's all inside this 3D printed casing. Now if you're interested to create your own adapter like this, there are files to STL models for the 3D printer, for the connections of the boards, and code for the Arduino. Now note, this is not a normal Arduino, this is a like bare bones Arduino with an ATmega 32U4 chip. I use this chip mainly because it's really easy to program with USB, and you don't need any converters because it has the USB converter built in. And yeah, it's like the smallest board I own, and I wanted to make it as small as possible. Actually, the casing with the USB port sticking out is 5 by 3 by 2 studs. So it's like smaller than a Lego Mindstorm sensor. Okay, so you can find the code and all the files probably in the description. So see you!